Greg Cote's Hot Button Top 10, Dolphins Open Camp, Marlins and Messi Stay Hot, and more Greg Cote's Hot Button Top 10, July 20th. What in sports has grabbed US this week? Our Sunday Hot Button Top 10 Notes column brings you what's on our minds, locally and nationally, but from a Miami perspective and accentuating stuff that's big, weird, damnable, funny, or otherwise worth needling as the sports week just past pivots to the week ahead. Welcome to the 111th edition of your HB10. The temperature around Coach Mike McDaniel is rising as he begins his fourth season after an 8-9 record last year and a betting over-under of only 7.5 wins in 25 as the full squad reports for camp on Tuesday. First open to the public practice is next Saturday. Purely speculative at this point, but I predict Miami must make the playoffs and likely end the club's embarrassing 25 years without a playoff win. For McDaniel and general manager Chris Grier to keep their jobs. And so much of that depends on the health and success of QB Tua Tagovailoa entering his sixth NFL season. The Marlins are within 5 games of .500, 46-51, and within 6.5 in the NL wildcard race after starting the second half 3-0. Miami has now won 4 straight overall and is on a 16-6 run entering today's series ender versus Kansas City. Sizzlin' Fish then have 3 more at home versus San Diego before hitting the road. Might Miami be a buyer before the July 31st trade deadline? The question itself was preposterous before the recent streak. Miami is 12-4 with 5 ties and 5th in the MLS East after Saturday's big 5-1 road win at New York Red Bulls, followed a 3-0 Wednesday loss at Cincinnati. Lionel Messi had 2 more goals. Extraordinarily his 6th brace in the last 7 games. The Herons are at home next Saturday in a rematch versus Cincy before league schedule pauses for Leagues Cup play starting July 30th in Fort Lauderdale versus Mexican side Atlas. ACC football kickoff, aka Annual Media Days, is this Tuesday through Thursday in Charlotte, North Carolina, with Canes training camp to soon follow. Mario Cristobal drew an early Tuesday slot and will be the second of 17 head coaches to speak. Meantime, the Walter Camp preseason All-America first team includes 2 Canes, offensive lineman Francis Mauigoa and kick returner Keelan Marion. Miami, off a 10-3 season and narrowly missing the 12-team playoff, debuts at home August 31st in a marquee season opener versus Notre Dame. World number 1 Scottie Scheffler, the pre-tournament betting favorite ahead of Rory McIlroy, owns a big 4-shot lead entering Sunday's final round of the British Open in Portrush, Northern Ireland. Scheffler is chasing his 4th major win after 2 Masters triumphs and the PGA Championship trophy earlier this year. He recently said, "I'm not out here to inspire someone to be the best player in the world because what's the point? This is not a fulfilling life. Please. Come on, Scott. If you aren't fulfilled dominating your profession as crowds cheer and money rolls in, that's on you." The 14th iteration of the UEFA Women's European Championships is down to the semi-finals in Switzerland, reigning champ England versus Italy and Spain versus Germany. The championship match is next Sunday. England won its first crown in 22 on home turf. Italy is a 2-time runner-up. Betting favorite Spain is in its first Euro final. Germany is a record 8-time champion, but not one since 2013. Former Alabama quarterback Greg McElroy, in an interview with ESPN's Paul Feinbaum during SEC Media Days, said somebody notable, whom he has lots of respect for, told him Nick Saban isn't done coaching. The legend stepped down after the 24 season and replaced Michaelin DeBoer with a disappointing 9-4 in his first year. Asked, DeBoer said politely, "Well, he's one of the greatest to ever do it, and so he's earned the right to do what he wants." Feinbaum suggested Nick Saban go down to Miami, shake that system up by returning to the Dolphins, who he coached in 2005 to 2006. For what it's worth, Saban's daughter said on Instagram that Dad's not coming back.